Hey, my beautiful friends. So I wanted to, I know I got a lot of messages, so you'll be seeing like a lot of videos from me. But one of the things that I have been noticing is that after we make this shift, the decision, the consciousness decision to let go of a toxic energy, we feel so liberated. It feels absolutely beautiful, right? You don't feel attached, and don't get me wrong, the energies are kind of sometimes there, but the thing is, and the key is, are you going to pay attention to that? And right, it wants you to be in your mind and be thinking about this, and no, we ain't gonna do that, right? Because sometimes when we get into our heads and we're like, well, we have to be compassionate, and that doesn't have to have nothing to do with it, okay? Because you have to put it in perspective, right? And this is not logic, it's just being full alignment, right? And if it's perspective too, well, let it put, right? But it's wanting to, do you want to be back in that energy? The answer is no. I don't want to be in that energy. I was attached to that energy for such a long time, and now it's time for me to like venture out, have fun, and as I am driving, because you are going to be seeing this in your world, right, that people connect with you more, or they're more open to tell you on how their reality is, right? So you are getting a lot of clarity on how people are living, right? It's not as amazing as what the mind had expected, right? And there's no judgment, because we all went through that. But the thing is that you will be seeing that a lot of people do are getting attracted to you, right? And so that's one of the things that I've been seeing. Also, let's see, what else? We are getting pretty excited, right? And it brings me back to, our teenage years. It really does. And I think it's because, and it brought into a little storyline that, when you were younger, right? And you were in school, say, and you had some friends, right? This is what I was thinking. So I was driving, I always get my messages through driving. And then I'm like, of course, driving behind the wheel, right? Sometimes like the Fast and the Furious is like, whoo, right? Such a rush. But you're like, what if, my spirit guide, will come down, right, into this here in the Matrix, and I wonder how he would enjoy, like Fast and the Furious, right? Like, and I'm like talking and saying, like, to myself, it's like, well, just like how I did, they're not gonna remember anything, right? So, I mean, it's an experience. It would be like, oh my God, it's so cool, right? And then it brought me to when, say, you were with your friends, right, in school, and you got detention because of something, right? But you're gonna say, oh my God, I had so much fun. But yes, I got detention. So the things that are coming up is that you are excited, you are ready you are just ready, you're ready, right? And you ain't pushing it, you're just like, the momentum is building up. And I think the more that it's building up, you are seeing the world change, right? Now you're seeing people, say, go to restaurants, you're seeing them go to social gatherings, right? So it brings you, and you hear music, and it's like, oh, dun, 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 right? So you're pretty pumped up. You're getting pumped up, and you're like, yeah, I want to meet people. I want to have fun. And that's what really this is about. Of course, it's always using your discernment, right? It's like, but you're not, for me, it's like, I'm not gonna, be a square. This is why I came to, to Earth, to Mother Gaia, to experience things, right? And, there's things that I had to learn, yes, and it was taught me so much value, but I'm gonna have the best of both worlds, because, it's a game changer, right? Of course, it's always using the discernment. You are not going to be wanting to fall back. But just remember, that's what he says. That's why they brought up the detention, right? There is always going to be the law of cause and effect. In the law of cause and effect, that's one of the universal laws that's always going to be. So just remember that there's, a cause always has an effect. It's the law of karma, right? So this is just a reminder, right? But then it came back to me and it's like, yeah, but it was fun though, right? But it was fun. It was fun. And that's what I think that is coming up. That you're not going to be afraid to move forward and meet people, and to just see what the world has for you. What I've been noticing too is that from moving away from this toxic energy, we are seeing this, and I'm getting tingling so that I'm on the right page, that the thing is to not attach those energies to the person, because then when you attach the energy with the person, and yes, I know that person had that energy or has that energy, but know that we're all divine. We're all divine from our divine source, right? They just haven't awakened, or they are needing to, they're doing their own path. We don't know their own, what's going on in their path. We just know our path, right? So when you do that, it helps you heal, right? This process, this journey, it's about healing what you kind of misdid, what kind of karma you added in, right? But when you follow your truth and you follow your intuition, you follow the universe, our universe, all these things that we have learned, so we can evolve, right? Because it's not work. Because it's different, right? Work is like, oh my God, we evolved, right? We never in a million years thought that we were gonna be here, and this is how our 2020 was gonna be, right? When I resonated with the 144, I was like, oh my God, right? Everything was pointing to the arrows that yes, miracles do happen, and yes, you are special, and yes, you are the one. Until recently is when there's so much clarity, right? But it's not even about like, I told you. Nope, it's not about that. It's just being in full alignment. And that's another message that it was coming up, is that we're seeing a lot of synchronicities. It's like 1001, which I need to do videos of numbers, because they just been popping out on me. But it's either 1001, 7887, and we can attach that to our twin. But I think if we look at the bigger picture, our twin is our twin. It's ourselves too, right? Because as within, so without. So what I've been seeing and really looking at the bigger picture is that you are definitely aligning. So the synchronicities that you feel, that you are seeing, is that you not only are aligned with